You should see these guys live on stage. Boy, you will dance. I can't dance, but I found myself dancing when they came through to the Wits Freshers Ball. This is Black Motion with That Lazy Song. There's nothing lazy about that song, believe me. Now, as I told you earlier on, I've got some interesting people in studio with me. I've got the Humana Youth in Action. Now, they are a group, or an organization rather, who are more into youth empowerment. Let me allow them the chance to do the talking. We've got Desta. How's it, boss?
Debta.
Sincere apologies.
Sure.
Yeah, how you doing?
I'm okay. No?
I'm good. So you're part of Humana Youth in Action. Who are you guys? What are you all about?
Yep.
Okay, that's not me. So
That's
okay,
me.
I guess for once let the lady go first.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a new dawn. It's a new day.
Yeah.
My name is Zanzi.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'll just give a brief background about Humana People to People.
Mm-hmm.
It is an NGO established in 1995.
Wow, it's been a while.
Yes, under the name Development Aid from People to People.
Okay.
Yeah, but then basically it changed its name to Humana People to People in South Africa. That was back in 2003.
Mm-hmm.
It is an association registered under Section 21 companies, and it is registered as a non-profit organization.
Okay.
Just in brief, it tackles prevention, HIV prevention issues and youth issues.
Yeah.
It also deals with community development through skills empowerment, food security. There's a variety of activities.
It's more like a government on its own.
A government on its own, yes.
So you said you were launched in 1995.
In 1995.
I was 5 years old then.
Is it?
And the challenges since then to now, I'm pretty sure they've quite changed. So from inception to now, what are some of the different ventures that you guys went into, or has it just always been focusing on just the HIV issues as well, the food security like you mentioned?
There are a vast of issues that have been tackled within the organization. I can recall about 12 million people reached in areas of basic health, mainly through HIV and AIDS, education, agriculture, environment, relief aid, and other community development initiatives. After humble beginnings from 1995, we were mainly dependent on collecting clothes. Yeah, we had a clothes
that's
collection.
how it started.
That's how it started, in a form of also fundraising for those activities. But then as more partners came in, then we were able to venture into many provinces around South Africa. As of now, we are based in Gauteng, in Mpumalanga, in KZN, in Eastern Cape, and Limpopo.
Wow, my hometown. Okay,
Is it?
where exactly? Do you have like offices, or do you just go there like on a excavation?
We have offices in Mopane.
Okay.
We are also based in Sekhukhune, in Greater Dubatse municipality. We are also based in Bakenberg, in Waterberg district.
Wow. You guys are widespread.
We are widespread, yes.
Yeah, that's good. So, what are you bringing to us today?
We are bringing a Humana Youth in Action, which is one of the Humana People to People programs, which are basically dealing with youth empowerment. Then I'll give it up to Caesar.
All right, Caesar. What part of youth empowerment are you focused on? Are you in let me just leave it there. What element of youth empowerment are you more focused on?
Yeah, I can say firstly I can give a brief history of Humana Youth in Action.
Not a problem, sir.
Yeah, it was started in 2010, January. It started by an initiative from Dell. This one that produces computers.
Yeah, Dell, the computer manufacturer.
Yes.
Okay.
So it started as a skills development. We started giving youth computer skills, basic computer skills, and advanced computer skills for free.
Oh.
That was for 2010 and 2011. So in 2012 we started a new program that is funded by the European Union. So
really?
Yes. So it covers arts and culture, music, poetry, dance, theater, everything in arts and culture. What we do with we recruit youth from the community. We bring them to a place where they can build up groups. Each and every group has to have at least more than 20 participants in a group.
Okay.
Then from there they choose a skill that they want, the skill that they are talented in. So we give them support, we give them workshops, then we expose them to the market. They have events.
Yeah.
they host their own events. We host big events so that those groups can be seen by people outside. What we want to create is, we don't want to create artists that will go and just forget about the community.
Yeah.
We want them, when they become famous or when they prosper in life, they should remember where they come from.
Yeah.
They came from the community, and they should come back and develop the very same
and
community.
plow back into that community.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I can say we are working in 4 different places. We are working in Krugersdorp, in Manzeville, we are working in Kagiso, we are in Simunye, and we are in Durban, in Claremont, with the Humana Youth in Action program.
In Swaneville.
And where?
In Swaneville.
Sonneville. Is that also in Durban?
No, it's in Kagiso.
Kagiso.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So that's just a brief history. So what's going on this year? What's the plan? What's the mission and vision, if I may say?
The idea is to target 2,000 youth with directly 2,000 youth that will be in the program. That will be doing arts and culture. So
let me stop you. Sorry to stop you there. Any form of arts and culture.
Any form of arts and culture.
Okay. All right.
So after getting to 2,000 youth, those 2,000 youth are the ones who will be going to the community and perform to the community.
Oh.
The idea is it's not about only entertainment. We have themes. We have 30 themes that we have developed over the years, which is teenage pregnancy, which is prostitution, no to alcohol, drug abuse. So they take those themes and they incorporate them to the activities that they do.
Oh,
if they sing,
I see.
it has to have a theme. If they act, it has to have a theme. So that at the end of their presentation, those audience should have learned something
from the whole act.
From the whole act.
Yeah.
It should not be only about entertainment. It should be only. It should be entertainment and education.
Wow. Now let me just go off track a bit. How real are issues of prostitution, child trafficking, human trafficking, but amongst the youth? Or let's call it child trafficking. Things like abuse. How real are they? Because a lot of the times, a lot of us sit at home and read about them, and by the time we're done, we forget about them. But when you work with this youth who come from such situations, how is it? How real are they? Really as real as they say they are, or is it bigger than we even thought it is?
It is real.
Yeah,
it is, because what we have seen is through the youth that we have got, these 2,000 youth. When we have this acts like poetry that is touching, some of them come up and say, "This poetry has touched me in a way," and they start telling us a story about the life that they've been through. We have a couple that were using drugs before.
Okay.
So when we get stories from such people, we see that it is real.
So were they a young couple? Were they what kind of a couple was this?
We have they are under 18 years old.
Okay.
We are covering
what?
Under 18 years old.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. That is interesting.
And also bear in mind that prostitution, it doesn't only mean that going to the street and just selling your body. I mean, you getting somebody who's 10 times your age giving you something in exchange for sex. That is prostitution.
That is prostitution.
Yeah. And it's a major problem, this with sugar daddies and all that. It's happening. Yeah.
What I want to go back to youth empowerment, but these social issues sometimes are quite interesting. Is it really, does poverty really cause someone to go and look for source of funding? Someone who's well resourced in the form of a sugar daddy or a sugar mama, like, because a lot of people will be like, yeah, a lot of us were poor growing up, but we didn't do such. What leads some of the individuals to go that route, and what doesn't? Because I think as people, we're different and our circumstances are different. I don't know if I make sense.
No, you do make sense.
Yeah.
It's this of not being exposed to opportunities.
Yeah.
I mean, knowing where to go to. If you're in need of 1, 2, 3, where am I going to? The resources are out there, but they have to be exposed. And yes, it is the youth also to reach out to government, but the government also should reach out to the youth and
vice
say,
versa,
this is what we have on the table. What are you in need of? And
and take it from there.
Yeah.
All right. Now the plan is to reach 2,000 young people. By when?
The program is supposed to run for 18 months.
18
It
months.
started last year, November.
Okay.
So by September this year, the idea is that we would have reached 2,000 youth with direct messages and 100 people with indirect messages. These 2,000 will reach 100 people from the community.
I see you guys will you'll host a charity festival and a seminar on the 2nd to the 4th of July.
Yes.
Yes, what will be happening there? Where will it be? We want to party. What's going on?
Yeah, this is an event, of course, aimed at empowering the youth through arts and culture, in a form of them displaying their skills in poetry, music, drama, and so forth. It will be divided into two. It's a festival and a seminar. For local and national politicians and for experts and actors in the field of culture and development.
Okay.
We are bringing both parties together to share recommendations, knowledge and ideas to concrete applicability in South Africa. So the event will be in Centenary Hall in Krugersdorp, starting from the 2nd to the 4th. And then it is divided in two, as I said. The festival will be mainly in the Centenary Hall, and then the seminar will be in La Java Lodge.
Where it's also in Krugersdorp,
which is 5 minutes away from the Centenary Hall.
Oh, okay. And if I want to come, what should I do? What should I bring? How do I qualify?
If you want to come,
yes,
you register with us.
Okay.
Or you just come.
Okay. How does one register? Do I go? Do you guys have a website? Do I send a form? Do I write a letter?
We have a website. It's www.hpp.org. Yes.
.org.
Yes.
Okay.
And then there is a registration there for the seminar, because it's quite a limited number for the participants of the seminar.
All right.
But with the festival, almost everyone is most welcome.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. We'll be back with the Humana youth in action now. I like such people. You can follow them on Twitter. It's at Humana SA, capital H and capital SA. They're doing good things. I mean, they're almost in every single province in the country, and I like that they actually cover the ones where we've got such a lot of social issues. You know, like Limpopo, Eastern Cape, Mpumalanga. Those are one of the hardest hit provinces in the country. But let's just take a break. We need to sip on some water. We've been doing a lot of talking. Dear Frampton with Walk Away.
Transforming the face of Campus Radio. VOW 90.5 FM.
This is Walk Away by Dear Frampton on VOW Fm 90.5. The show is mugging beats. I've hijacked it. Yes, I was on air last night, but I was in bed and I was told I need to come. And I'm very glad I was called because this is quite an interesting show. Now, we still have the Humana at Humana SA in studio. And we've got a gentleman here who wants to tell us more about being an artist. Are you also an artist as well?
Yeah, I'm an artist.
What kind of artist are you?
I do music. I produce music.
Okay. All right. So how does working with Humana help the pushing the sound? Is it like, tell us more about Humana from an artist?
Yeah, firstly, like when Humana came, we didn't have anything to work with, you know. So the program came and it improved our way of working because we didn't have like resources, and it sponsors us with resources. So right now I can do my own beats at home, you know. And they sponsor us. Yeah.
So do you work alone, or do you work with? Is there like a certain?
I'm a club leader.
A club leader.
I'm a club leader.
How many people do you lead?
I lead 20 people.
Wow.
Yeah, I lead 20 people, so I make sure everybody's got everything.
Yeah. Because music equipment can be quite pricey.
Yeah.
You know, and for proper music to be produced, you need proper equipment.
Yeah.
All right. Now this is interesting. So, in the 20 people that you lead, what's the age group?
It starts from I think it's 10 to 24.
Wow.
Yeah.
So why don't you bring some music so we can play? I mean, it would be nice to play some fresh. But like, what do you do? Is it like, do you cover all genres? Or?
We all go with the themes.
Oh.
We all go with the themes that we are given by the program. So right now we are working on what's that? What do freedom and liberation means to the youth of South Africa?
Yeah.
So right now we're working on that one.
So that's more poetic.
Yeah.
It's more African songs. You know, a bit of those songs that I listen to and I shed a tear a bit.
And everything has it has a message inside.
Yeah.
To change.
Now, if someone wants to hook up with Humana, what's the way to go about it? What's the number? What's the address? What's the Twitter? Okay, the Twitter handle is @HumanaSA. Give us more here. Like there's someone right now sitting there with a pen waiting to be in contact with Humana. How do they go about doing that?
Yeah, they contact our national number, which is 011 664 7261. Our offices are based in Vetborg. That is the partnership.
I was in Vetborg over the weekend.
Is it?
Yes.
Unfortunately, we were
No, you went, yeah.
Yeah, and then of course there are centers, isn't it, scattered within Krugersdorp and Durban. Then we'll give the contact details for the project leaders.
Okay.
There's Humana Youth in Action, which is based in Munseville. The project leader there is Sizwe. His contact details are 082 475 5408.
Okay.
There's another Humana Youth in Action based in Simunye, Kagiso. The project leader there is AD. His contact details are 082 738 8908.
Okay.
There's Humana Youth in Action in Kagiso. The project leader is Tembile. The telephone number is 084 614 7072. There's a Humana Youth in Action in Durban at Lemont. The leader there is Godwin. His contact details are 076 514 4953.
All right.
Yes.
All right. You please make sure that I have those. Then I'll tweet them later on and Facebook them as well. That's if you haven't heard them.
Yeah.
Now, all right. In closing, let's inspire someone out there who's going through a bad phase. How do we pick that person up? How do you encourage someone who's at the lowest level of their life, socially, economically, emotionally, depending on their situation? How do you pick them up and show them that, you know what, there's light after all. It's not all that bad.
The 1976 youth fought for education, isn't it? And as such, today we are fighting for economic freedom, isn't it? So it is to build up on what you have. Of course, one would say you need a startup as a person.
Yeah.
If you have to sell a full packet of sweets, at least you need 20 rand to go and buy that.
Yeah.
But build up on something that you have. Economic freedom, it is building up on the resources that you already have, seeing how you can explore them into them, getting you getting you something, acquiring you that income that you want. Seek opportunities, go out there, be vocal, knock on those doors. They are there to be knocked, even if back poker. Because we knocking. Know there are certain people behind the desks which may really discourage you and demoralize you. Do not give up. Go to the social development if it's a social issue. Seek those social relief grants. Go to voluntary projects like the ones that we have just introduced here.
Yes.
Say, this is the skill that I have. I can exploit it in this way. You know, just seek those opportunities.
Don't sit
knock
down.
those doors.
And keep knocking on those doors. Caesar, what's up?
We believe that you should start somewhere.
Yeah.
You can't just pop up and become successful. You should start somewhere. You start small and become big. We should not forget that through the program we have skills that we give, and these are the organizations that we work with that assist us to give skills. It's GOMACC, and we work with the University of Girona in Spain.
Oh, okay. Well, you guys are quite broad, eh? Funding from the UN, working with guys in Spain, huh?
And the European Commission, isn't it?
Damn. So we're talking euros here, eh?
It's a pity, like Sizwe said, that it's an 18-month program and it's about to phase off soon. And it's not quite clear if we are continuing or not.
Okay. So that will depend, obviously, on the logistics going forward.
Yes.
Well, I hope it doesn't end there. I hope it continues, maybe into 18 years, maybe 180 years, maybe 18 centuries, like whatever. You know, just as long as it keeps going, because it may, someone may say, yeah, but it's a small amount. But that small amount that you go to and empower, it does a lot for them.
That's true.
And you'll be surprised in 20 years' time how they will empower someone else. You'll be surprised in 100 years' time you'd have empowered half the world. And you wouldn't have realized, you know. So I sincerely, I appreciate that. I'm for that, you know. And I'm quite glad that I got the opportunity to meet with individuals like you. And it's quite a blessing to meet such people, because we meet a lot of people who are just on their own, doing their own thing, and less about doing stuff for other people as well, especially the youth, because with all our issues in this country, we need Humana.
Yeah.
We need a lot of more Humanas. All right. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much.
If you missed the details, I will be tweeting them, I will be Facebooking them, and I'll mention them a bit later on. Here is Shiny Toy Guns with Rocket Ship 2010. VOW FM 90.5.